boys and girls, welcome to my channel, I'm for Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have needed is SnowRunner, a game developed by Saber Interactive, which are the same developers of the World War Z. Also, they are also using the same engine, I mean the Swarm engine, but instead of using Vulkan in here, this game doesn't support any Vulkan and you are forced to use DirectX 11, which is something that unfortunately, at least on World War Z, it was available to use Vulkan, but in here you just have DirectX 11 and in my opinion it is absolutely fine. So for the settings I will be using the median settings over here. That is, nothing changed despite this is saying that it is custom. The reality it is I'm using actually the median preset, alright, at 1080p. And these are the requirements. So these guys ask for pretty much just AMD Ryzen 3, 8 gigs of RAM and an AMD R9 270, which is actually very similar to what we do have in here, and in fact, despite it is the minimum requirements, we can still play the game at the median settings with an average of 39 frames per second and a 1% low of 34. If you drop down to low settings, you can have a slightly better average of 47 with a 1% low of 42. And the high settings, despite it offers an average of 30, unfortunately the game can drop as low as 26 frames per second, and thus I don't recommend you to use the high settings. But in my opinion, the median settings looks pretty good. The only difference from median to high, it is mostly just, well, not just, but texture quality overall does improve, as well as texture filtering, distance of and density of the grass, and also the shadows are affected, but most of the stuff it is just small refinements, you know, small refinements in distance, quantity of stuff and resolution of shadows. Overall, I think the median settings looks pretty good, as you can see in here, and it runs above 30 frames per second no matter what. Alright, so that's what you can expect about the performance, but what about the game? This game it is pretty much the same thing as the MudRunner, the previous game from this developer, but what I feel like is that this game it is so well built right now comparing to, for example, the MudRunner or the Spin Tires, that makes all the other games looks like a beta, because this game it is actually finally a game. It is not a tech demo anymore, just like MudRunner or the Spin Tires looked like. This is a real game right now. You have very good objectives from, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, but they kind of give you a better excuse from transporting stuff from one point to another. But the way that they do it, there is 3 big maps in here, each one with different characteristics, one with snow, other with this kind of USA terrain. But the kind of characteristics from the roads does change a lot, and you have kind of objectives that do change the overall map. For example, in this first objective, your objective it is to get materials to build a bridge, and you actually build a damn bridge, and you can then use that bridge to cross to the other side of the map. So there are some neat objectives right now into this game that weren't really available on the other games, and I actually do think that the game it is pretty good, and I've seen some reviews and some reviewers are actually enjoying the game. It is, all of this it is just a big puzzle over here to try and traverse some, you know, some objectives over here, some roads, but still it is a very good game, and it is a game of patience overall, because if you want to do things faster, you will end up just losing your truck or having it, you know, stuck on the ground or something. But overall, this is a very, very good game, and if you enjoy this type of games, this is a seriously thing that you should really consider to get it. Alright, you can get this game for $39.99 at the time of this video. This is the unfortunate part. This is an Epic Store exclusive, which means that you need to buy through Epic Store if you want to get this game. It is not available on Steam, unfortunately. Just like World War Z, this is the same developers, so this was expectable. Since these was the same developers, these guys would follow the same rules. But I think this game would be much better on Steam, because this is the type of game that Steam users usually buy sometimes. And seeing this on Epic Store, it is a little bit weird in my opinion, but who knows? Let's hope this game actually sells well, because I do feel that this type of games does deserve, and this game, it is insane in technical regard, just like it was Spin Tires and Mud Runner, but now we have nice objectives and nice maps for you to traverse with. Alright guys, so I think that's all that I want to talk about SnowRunner. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.